Okay, so I am recording this just so that I don't forget how I'm feeling in this moment. So today is like day 6 of internship. Oh, excuse me, I have the hiccups. And I went to my hematology oncology rounds this morning, and I was feeling like this is just too much. Like, they might as well have been talking to me in like another language. Like, it was my first one, and I felt really bad about like not knowing what was really going on. And oh, my computer just went to sleep. I'm trying to I'm trying to learn, and I have all these questions. I don't know what terms they're using, all of these things. And in the rounds, you don't really get an opportunity to ask questions. They just go through the patients. And then in psychology rounds, like, they just go through the patients too. And so it's like I didn't really have an opportunity to ask questions. And just like this whole, like, the past 6 days, I've just been like so overwhelmed. Like, I just feel a lot of overwhelmed, a lot of like the deer in the headlights. Like, I just don't know what's going on, and I feel like disoriented, and like I just don't know where, like, I know where I'm supposed to be mostly now at this point, but like if you had asked me last Tuesday, I would have been like, no, I have no clue where I'm supposed to be when, or like what clinics or where the clinics are meeting, blah blah blah. And so it was just like this morning was like the icing on the cake. Like, it was so much. Like, it just was like emotionally a lot, and I just was like feeling a lot of imposter syndrome, I think, because like most things, when people go to new programs and stuff, they like tend to be like, at least I interpret their behavior to be very like self-assured and very confident, and like they know what's going on. The 2 other people who are in like the child peds area, they both have pediatric backgrounds, one in diabetes and one in something else. And so like they're very used to this like medical model of psychology, whereas I am not. And so I'm trying to get adjusted to that. I'm learning all new systems, this whole new clinic, and it's just a lot. Like, it's so much. And so yeah, this morning was a lot. It was like 3 hours from 7:45 till 10. So like not exactly 3 hours, but like 2 hours and 15 minutes of just like not knowing what's going on. And then I went to go observe the ADOS, and I still was just like, I don't know what's going on. Like, it was good, but I just was like overwhelmed. And so as I was walking back to my car, I was so overwhelmed. Like, I was just like, this whole thing is too much. I just need to tap out. And so my plan was to text my advisor after the end of the day, because I still had a PCIT clinic orientation to go to. And so I was like, this day is not working very well. Like, I'm overwhelmed. I feel like crap. Like, and I feel like crap because I'm overwhelmed. Like, this is a lot. It's like overstimulating. It's blah, 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 all these things, right? And so I come home, and we have PCIT clinic, and it was like such a breath of relief, because like I know PCIT, like I've never done okay, wait, let me back up. PCIT is parent-child interaction therapy. I know sometimes psychologists be throwing out terms and nobody knows what they mean. PCIT, parent-child interaction therapy. And so I have not given PCIT proper. Like, I've never done the full protocol. But when I was doing parent training at SLU, we adopted a lot of the stuff from PCIT, a lot of the stuff from like Cincinnati's Children. And so like I knew the skills that we were talking about today in PCIT orientation. And it was such a relief, because I was like, finally, like, I know these terms. I know what child-directed play looks like. I know what parent-directed interactions look like. I know PRIDE skills. PRIDE stands for, I don't know. I'm not going to be able to get all of the acronym, but PRIDE skills are like how parents should interact with their child, basically. Like, I know those things. And like, I've given some of these measures before. I've looked at them. I know how to give them, blah, blah, blah. And it was like the first time in 6 days I was like, oh, this is something I know. And it was such a relief. Like I feel like I feel like this wasn't as organized as when I was telling it to my mom, but like to sit and like actually know something feels like such a big relief. It's like when you're a kid and like you lose your mom at the supermarket and you're like looking up at all these adults and you're like, that's not my mom, I don't know who this is, and then you're starting to panic because you can't find your mom. It was like that, and then like all of a sudden like your mom rounds the corner and like you see her and y'all make eye contact and you're like, oh, a sigh of relief, because it's like, I know this. And like, you know, I think I was putting too much pressure on myself to, you know, oh my gosh, there's a spider, hang on, to like know and be like, not ask questions. And like, I feel like I have a lot of stuff wrapped up in like, oh, now I'm an intern, I should know these things, when like, this is a whole brand new clinic, a whole brand new system that I have never seen before. And so I'm going to be trying to give myself more grace, to be like, hey, yeah, this is new. And also like, you have these skills, like you have the foundational skills, like you know how to do therapy, you know how to like do PCIT basically, because like it's the same thing as parent training. Like you might not know how to do these oncology things, but like they're not expecting you to go up to the floor and know how to do it right off the bat. And so I think that's kind of what I was expecting it to be, but it feels like, at least at my internship, they're sort of like slowly getting you into the water and like learning how to tread water and float and stuff. So yeah, I think I was, and I think I tend to put way too much pressure on myself, and I know this, and I know it's like a thing I do, but it's really hard for me to catch it in the moment. And so like, after like having this first like sigh of relief and like feeling like I'm taking a breath for the first time since holding my breath, I was like, oh, you are doing too much. Like it's a lot of imposter syndrome going on right now, sis. Like, let's bring it down a level. And so yeah, so that's like, I think I'm gonna do like bi-weekly like recaps. And so this will be like my first bi-weekly recap and of what's going on. And then there's other stuff in the works on the channel. I'm trying my best, y'all. I have like all these ideas and not enough time. So that's that for today. I just wanted to share those thoughts as I was like reflecting and like feeling okay finally for the first time since starting internship. I mean, it's been more than 6 days because we had 3 days of orientation, but oh, praise the Lord. We had 3 days of orientation, but yeah, 6 days or 5 days. Today's day 6 of like real clinic. So yeah, things are going okay. I'm okay. Just a little overwhelmed and just a little stressed out, but I think I'm getting there. And I think I was just putting way too much pressure on myself. Like, it's like drinking from a fire hose all over again. Like, it's really hard to do. And so there's a steep learning curve, but we're getting there, slow and steady. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for listening. It's not the first day of psych internship at all. I just have the sign flipped around. And yeah, so thanks for being here. If you have watched this far, leave a red emoji, and I will see you in the next reflection and or video on Monday. Peace.